Hey, Dr. Film here, and yes, I'm qualified to have that name. Before we begin, you should know that this review will contain no spoilers. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe for reviews, shorts, and more. And you should also know that the movie I'm covering is rated R, so viewer discretion is advised. And so, without further ado,
let us begin.
I got chills!
First and foremost, you gotta give props to the cast members for doing such a great job playing their roles. The characters were intriguing, the actors gave such solid performances, and you gotta give it to this kid actor for carrying this movie all the way through. And I can definitely say that this kid has a bright future ahead of him. As for the zombies in this film were utilized pretty well. There are some pretty intense, suspenseful scenes that had me on the edge of my seat. The film did a good job presenting these zombies as an actual threat. As for the cinematography, the shots were captured so well in this film. I honestly think they did a great job immersing us into this new world. And that's not all. It turns out this film was primarily shot using an iPhone 15 Pro Max, which makes this film the biggest feature-length movie to be shot on a smartphone. A freaking smartphone! I mean, I knew they were going to use iPhone in this movie, but I didn't expect them to use it for the entire length of this movie. That's insane, right?
Yeah!
And I think that's what gave this film an advantage. These shots invites us in. It makes us believe that we're right alongside with these main characters, surviving through this infected wasteland.
When you're doing a movie, you're looking for those images that will terrify people. There's a visceral element to cinema where you have a responsibility to push the envelope as far as you can go. Now, son, Spike, finish it!
As for the editing was good. It was good. But there was so much weird editing choices throughout this movie. For instance, why does the film keep cutting back to this girl wearing the mask? Is that supposed to be Jodie Comer's character when she was young or something? Also, whenever the characters kill a zombie with an arrow, for some reason they decided to do it in a weird fashion, like you're watching The Matrix again.
What?
And last but certainly not least, the story. You should know that the follow-up was originally set to be titled 28 Months Later. Unfortunately, after so much time had passed since the release of 28 Weeks Later, it was deemed more appropriate to name the film 28 Years Later, which I think they made the right decision, because I was so invested in the story from beginning to end. I mean, sure, there are some inconsistencies with the story in terms of the tonal shifts and the uneven pacing, but for the most part, the story did offer a lot more than just surviving the apocalypse. The story surprisingly had so much depth than I realized, and I was fully intent to see where the story was going to go next. But, as soon as we get to the ending, I was left feeling conflicted. At first, I thought it was epic and fun, but when you really think about it, it was really just setting up for another sequel. I mean, don't get me wrong, I got the hints and the agenda they were going for, but imagine if there was no sequel and this is how the franchise ends. It would have been awkward as hell. I don't know, maybe I should give this film a second watch? But either way, the ending was... it was definitely something. And that's all I'm gonna say.
I just said that.
Overall, my friends, this movie is a fine addition to the franchise, but I wouldn't exactly say it's the best. Don't get me wrong, despite the issues this film has, I still walked out of the theater feeling pretty satisfied. Heck, after walking out of the theater, it made me want to revisit the other movies and give them a watch. And if you look past the issues with the story and the editing, you gotta give the film props for being this ambitious. But it could have been done better. So with all that said, I give 28 Years Later an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you all for watching this video. Please like, comment, and share with your friends or family. And as always, I will see you guys at our next appointment.